Hello, LinkedIn. This is hashtag Ask a Recruiter. I am back with Jon Lome, a senior recruiter with Comcast in sunny South Florida. Today's question is, John, does it matter when a candidate applies once the job is posted? Do they get any advantage applying early, applying middle, applying late? And I guess if a job is up 3 to 4 weeks, is it even worth applying?
So it's a very good question. I think there are different thoughts on this, and I think there are those that would probably disagree with me. I look at anything from an early bird gets the worm standpoint, right? And in our business, there's a phrase we use saying time kills all deals, meaning the more time the process, the more chances there are for things to fall apart. So based on that, my recommendation is to apply ASAP. The challenge is with corporate law and legal HR rules, most companies aren't going to be able to move on a candidate no matter how much they like them until the job's been posted for a minimum of 7 days anyways, right? The other challenge is the larger the corporation you're applying to, the bigger chance that they have someone internal open in mind already for the open position, right? So you could be applying to a position where there's never any interest in going external in the first place. It doesn't mean that they won't if they find the right person. So typically I would recommend applying relatively fast, right? What you can't control and what you don't know, of course, is how many other people are applying. And some jobs get very large candidate pools, 300, 400 applicants. So it doesn't matter when you apply, they may never see your resume no matter how qualified you are because they don't get to it by the time the job is filled. Which again, doesn't make it right, wrong, or indifferent, but a lot of times that happens. What you do have to ask yourself is if a job has been posted 60, 70, 80 days, not for nothing, but as a candidate, that would be an interview question for me. Mr. Employer, I'm curious, why has this job been posted for 70 days? That's important to know, right? What are the challenges? What's not going wrong, or what's not going right, rather? But the other truth here is that the larger the corporation, like a Comcast, for example, the more nuances there are to the process, and it may simply be open that long because that's how long the process may take for that job. However, here's where things can get interesting. Going back to the qualified, not qualified piece and looking at an individual transferable skill sets, in most scenarios from what I've seen, 11 years in, typically the candidates with transferable skill sets, i.e. resumes that are not a direct match, are not going to be the first ones looked at. Not in the first week, not in the first 2 weeks, not usually, right? So if you see a posting that is 3 or 4 weeks old and you have interest, I absolutely recommend apply. I mean, not for nothing, why not? What do you have to lose, right? Especially if the first 2 to 3 weeks was spent looking for the perfect candidate that usually doesn't exist anyways. And now they're at the point where their search isn't going as smoothly as they hoped, and they're going to be open to a larger candidate profile or a larger candidate pool. Now that person with transferable skill sets may look much more appetizing. So it's not really a perfect science, but that's where delaying your application may have value or benefit. If you were to ask me, if I'm on the job market, I'm not looking at posting dates, when it was posted. For me, I'm applying for the job because I have interest in the job and I feel I'm qualified regardless of when it was posted.
Awesome. That's wonderful advice, John. Thank you.